Copen Alexander here, joined by Reed Renenden, founder and winemaker of X Winery, and we're here to talk today about the newest release of the Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. Now, Reed, this is the 8th vintage of the Napa Valley Cabernet. Can you talk me through the original thought process of the development of this wine and how you've consistently been able to create such a high-quality cab that's always received such high praise from both critics and consumers?
Sure. So the original idea behind it was that we were going to do a value-priced Napa Valley Cabernet. Napa Valley is one of the premier growing areas for the Bordeaux varietals, of which Cabernet is one. And the Cabernet Sauvignon that we originally chose came from the vineyard primarily behind us right now. And the way that we were able to accomplish this was by utilizing newer technologies. We were on the forefront of a lot of breakthroughs in new technologies right when we started making this wine, and that's what allowed us, gave us the opportunity to produce what we feel is a superb value for Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon.
Now, the 2007 vintage was one of the better ones on record. Can you talk a little about the characteristics that vintage imparted on this wine?
Sure. The 2007 was a nice, long, consistent growing season. It's one that we, as winemakers, really like and get to enjoy and get to push the limits, which is something we get to do here in California more so than they get to do in Europe. Push the limits of ripeness and really trying to come up with the ultimate level of ripeness versus the balance of the acidity and the sugars in the wine. It was an excellent growing season. We had a lot of actually unique things that we did in the field to ensure that we had nice balance, and we really are happy with the way that it turned out.
Yeah, this Cabernet is predominantly estate fruit from, as you said, the Roche vineyards right behind us. Can you tell us a little about these vineyards?
Sure. So the head train portion of it right here in front of us is about 40-year-old vines, and right behind that is a section that we planted, replanted back in 2001. So it's now just coming into bearing right now. And then over to your right a little bit more is a new section that used to be more head train vineyards that we just recently replanted last year to more Cabernet as well. We really like this site. It's an ideal growing season. Behind the camera, which you can't see right now, is Spring Mountain. We're right at the base of Spring Mountain. We're looking out over Howell Mountain, where the camera is right now. It has a lot of rocks in the vineyard, and it makes it sort of very well-drained soils, which is ideal for this type of varietal.
Well, whatever it is, it's a great bottle of wine. And what could I pair this with?
Well, I think things that typically would go well with heavier fare. Things with darker sauces, heavier sauces, steak, things like that are wines that are foods that would pair well with this type of wine.
Great. Well, thank you, Reed, for imparting a little bit of your wisdom about the wine. And this wine is now available for purchase, and we look forward to trying it out again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.